Hi there, Taurus. I almost called you Cancer. Capricorn, thank you for tuning in, Taurus. We're here for you. We are here for you. I promise, I promise. Despite the confusion, let's jump into it and see what is at play. I was just meditating on your energy, though, before we get into the cards, the tarot deck. This is your May 2021 reading. We're going to pull a card here for each of the days. Again, May for you, Taurus, 2021. You might circle back to this reading, let's say in 6 to 8 months, maybe even a year, and it may resonate differently. But let's see, yet again, what does come through, and always teach your own intuition. Taurus, we all have Taurus on our chart as well. Somewhere we are working with these frequencies. All of us are working with the frequency of Taurus. We don't have to be a sun sign Taurus to find that we also are facing this archetype at this time in a profound way. Let's jump into it. Now, I'm seeing here, right before I turn on the camera, I was meditating your energy, and I'm seeing that there is something that you're even like strategizing, but I'm seeing it involves a number of people. Like I'm seeing you looking in on a space and kind of thinking, maybe that person would be good to talk to that person. I'm hearing that. And maybe for me, I'm hearing that as well. Temperance here, upright. Maybe you're even like connecting people in a certain space here with one another. 10 of Cups upright. Now this is something very intense, very much, maybe even overwhelming at times, maybe kind of sentimental even with the 10 of Cups. It's something that you feel, you've had a lot of lifetimes. I'm hearing also to figure out. I'm hearing that it could be something karmic, absolutely, with the 10 of Cups. There's maybe even like a past life energy here, right? With the 10 of Cups upright, that is kind of coming to a point. Absolutely, Mother Cups right there. Yeah. Daughter wants in reverse. Someone feels like they feel annoyed that they haven't communicated something here with the Ace of Swords in reverse at the base of that 10 of Cups upright. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You meet up with the 7 of Swords in reverse. It comes down to what we really want to say, what we really want to present, what we really feel. I'm hearing that as well. With the 10 of Cups, we're really talking about emotion here and explaining ourselves. I'm hearing that with the Ace of Swords in reverse at the base of that. Like, what do we actually want out of this experience, and what do we want to say? I'm hearing on behalf of that emotional reciprocity. I'm hearing also reality that we're sort of dreaming of here. Sun of Wands, right? Like if I, let's say, realize, well, my dream is to have an open, forthright conversation with this person, okay, where we're communicating like with words and we're talking in a respectful manner. That is something that, let's say is my dream. And if that is my dream, then, what do I really want to welcome into my space in relation to that? Even interesting, Daughter Wants reverse. Maybe remember you're gauging even like, where do I really see this going? And there is a communicative aspect though here that you feel is integral. Like I'm seeing you look in a space towards, you're like, I can't get to the next level of this journey until I communicate my connection to my higher self. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe you want to get honest with something here with the Ace of Swords in reverse. Let's clear it. The Hangman leads you out. Some of you need to make a decision that you're a little bit nervous with. I'm hearing that. Yeah, firing. Someone wants to fire someone. They're like, I feel bad though. Like, I don't want to tell her, that she's, and by the way, genders are irrelevant, really. When I say her, him, they, it, let's clear it. Dog, animal, what a lizard, reptile, reptilian, Pleiadian, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it, angel, Hades, okay, yeah, take it as you will. Heaven is good. This is all a synergistic space as well, so there's no like, oh my god, it's him, oh my god, it's her, oh my god. We're all sort of working with the conversation of what we are building. Let's clear it as a momentum. I'm hearing of a message. For a number of you, it's like maybe this is a collective thing. We're working through a space that we need to contemplate deeply, maybe even on an emotional plane first, and spiritually we have to understand, like, if I'm going to say this, like, I have to understand, like, why I would say this. If I want this, like, and I'm going to say I want this, I have to understand, like, why would I want it, first of all, and why would I want to say that I want this? Interesting. Like, 1 second. Yeah, in other words, what does my want, have to do with my will, and vice versa? Like, how have maybe somebody feels like they need to be prepared to present themselves, like maybe they expect of themselves to have a reason for explaining whatever this is. Now, maybe someone's also just feeling like there's a lot to this. Daughter Cups, Justice, yeah. It could actually be something they want to legally even profess. You have the Judgment card upright, Justice. Someone may be preparing to file something here, even. It could be legally with the Father of Cups looking down at the Justice card and the Four of Swords, and if you feel like you're getting kind of paranoid, I'm hearing it in this way, like with maybe watching this reading, you might want to, question, because it's not necessarily something that is negative or even neutral or positive. What is any of that, but what you make it. So with the Father Cups and the Daughter Cups, may come down to, you with your subconscious mind reflecting on what you have resistance to really wanting. And for a number of you, maybe there's something that, I don't want to say you feel guilty about, like, well, I didn't really say it, like Mother of Cups, like I didn't really like represent, there is something maybe that you feel like you've been kind of dishonest with yourself on, even. Well, you've been nervous about with the Tempest card and the Mother Cups. Okay, now let's pull the cards here, Taurus, again. We're going to pull for each of the days and we'll jump into it. Actually, yeah, let's pull, we'll pull just a weekly spread, like per week. Son of Swords, Two of Swords, Mother of Swords in reverse. This is that first week. I'm hearing April. Someone has something they're thinking of really, really intently. They're thinking, how do I present this? A lot of thinking here, like, holy moly, you have the Son of Pentacles, a Hermit. Some of you are researching something even, kind of thinking, you know, would it be responsible of me to, like, do that, to say this? You know, there's something you're even gauging, you're adding up, you're weighing out. And the third week here, you have the Two of Cups, the Emperor, wow, and the Fool. So look, some of you are really, maybe you made a decision as well to, like, officially pursue something, like, and it comes down to something that speaks on behalf of passion. You want this, like, in your heart, you want this. I'm saying with the Two of Cups and the Emperor and the Fool. It's like the Star. For no reason, this is absolutely guided. You feel like it's even related to your mission, like your life path, your purpose, your calling. You feel, you know, I don't want to resist this anymore. I'm hearing that yet again with the Fool. Some of you possibly were shy. Let's clear it. To approach someone here, to approach something. You have the Magician looking in the future. This comes down to something that you present publicly. And there could be the sensation of, you know, maybe in the past you're thinking, well, if I were to come out with this, like, what would that speak on behalf of? Like, maybe even in the environment, like, for a number of you, let's say you say, well, this is what I want, right? Maybe there's a certain social reputation factor here, even related to family, that it's like, well, that might come into the mix. For a number of you, maybe that was something that was, like, in the back end of your mind going sort of off before you made this decision. Now, P.S. Taurus, right? We're channeling, so sometimes the energy can go quickly. I'm channeling the energy. It's sort of like a lucid state of dreaming. So you have to take it in that way. If you do feel like it's going by a little too quickly for you, if you have to slow it down and, to your desired pace and watch it slower. Some of you like to watch it faster. I know that as well. Okay, Taurus. For some of you, I feel like this is something that is legal. I'm hearing that, but also spiritual. I'm hearing that as well. But also for you, but it's also I keep hearing legal. I hear legal again, but it's something that you are it's physical. I'm hearing that there's like there's something with the physicality of the situation, like the physical. Maybe you feel like, well, when I say this, like, well, there is something that you are really excited about, but maybe it's even like, it's like, maybe you're not sure, like, am I even open to this? Okay. Maybe someone's getting in their head, you know? They're like, I don't know if I really am, like, being honest with myself. I'm hearing that. Let's clear it. Yeah, they're second guessing even, like, their own perspective here. I'm seeing two people ignoring each other in a public environment. It's like they're acting like they don't want to be seen together. I'm hearing that as well, like, where they're acting like they're just friends, or not even actually with the High Priestess and the Son of Cups. Like, they're literally the other backs apart from another, and they have the 10 Pentacles in reverse in between the two. It's like, we're really not going to call it out. I'm hearing that. Maybe that's what the pattern has been to this point. We're pulling in with that first week. I want to pull cards for each of the days. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th of April. We've March. May, Son of Cups, and then you lead up with the 6 of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. Yeah, 7th of May is the Ace of Cups upright. Somebody's definitely shying away from showing their true colors. They really want to maybe meet up with someone here. They want to show up. They want to reconnect. They want to rekindle, but it's almost like too romantic as they feel it. Like, they're really worried, like, of just getting all, like, wound back up. I'm hearing that as well. 10 of Swords coming through. 9 of Pentacles. 4 of Wands in reverse. 3 of Wands upright at the tail end of that second week, the 3 of Cups. Someone is maybe even, like, kind of, they're kind of, like, watching someone, stalking somebody. They're talking to their friends about them. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of social media profile peeping, Magician in reverse, maybe even creating of profiles here. Star in reverse, Fool in reverse, 2 of Cups upright, and the 9 of Swords in reverse, leading you out. Like, someone's even getting to know someone. They're like, yeah, same here, me too, me too. Maybe they're relating to someone in a new way. I'm hearing that as well. Maybe they're also getting more vulnerable. That could be as well, absolutely. But 9 of Swords in reverse with clear in that third week. Now, for a number, there's some kind of experience, though, here that you really want to be careful with. Like, I don't know if I really want to do that. I don't really know if I want to go there with them. I'm hearing as well. Like, with the Ace of Pentacles, it's really kind of a question even of your message to your higher self. I'm hearing that again. Like, it's like kind of, for a number of you, it is your mantra space, okay? With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse and the 8 of Swords of right between that Hangman and Ace of Pentacles. Like, I don't know about this. I'm hearing that Devil. I'm hearing the the Eight of Swords, like, I don't know, like, really, yeah, I don't know. I'm hearing that again with the Ace of Pentacles. Like, for a number of you, maybe it's something of a matter of, like, is it appropriate? You pull that Six of Cups. So for a number of you, maybe you feel like, hey, I kind of, like, want to just, yeah, I'm hearing, I want to say, like, also, sorry. I'm hearing that with the Daughter of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Like, if I remodeled your room for you and you didn't like the way the bed was situated in it, let's clear it. Like, there's something that someone feels like, I'm hearing stellar A performance. This could even be a teacher. It's something they were even like studying or training on, researching. Maybe they feel like the dynamic until this point has been like kind of rude. I'm hearing that as well. Like, I feel like I didn't really give off, you know, it's like a teacher that felt I was a little mean to the student, you know? They want to be more respectful, maybe romantic even. I'm hearing that with the Six of Cups upright. It's like kind of like a truce energy. It's like, okay, can we just like say what we really feel? I'm hearing that as well with the Six of Cups. The Justice card sits perpendicular here with the Ace of Wands and the Judgment card to the Daughter of Swords and the Eight of Wands. For a number of you, there is something that, you know, you don't want to have to say, but it's like, I feel like otherwise it's not going to become clear. I'm hearing to her or her mirror image. I'm hearing her higher self. Interesting. Maybe someone feels like, yeah, there's a spiritual mantra space. I'm hearing that again, like to whatever this is, that someone feels they need to be really direct with when they come out about whatever this is. With a Hangman, once again, something with poetry as well. But let's clear it. Hangman, there is a psychology even here to whatever the connection is. Let's clear it. But there's something that someone feels like, I don't know if they feel like it's taboo or they feel like it's the timing is not right. Maybe there is a question of, I don't want to say innocence with the devil, but like mirroring the Eight of Swords, it's like there is something that maybe we feel, you know, we're not sure. Like, it's like the first time sort of energy with the Ace of Pentacles. Like, yeah, I'm hearing, I don't know if I want to water her plants. I'm hearing farmer. I'm hearing that Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody maybe is thinking, you know, what would it take to really get involved in this space? And it just feels sort of daunting with the Eight of Swords possibly. But what I'm getting is that, you know, there's something that we're getting comfortable with. The stance of emotionally, it's not so much about like, well, I stand on this fence where we say, hey, these are the feelings and we define them. It's like, for a number of you, it's just a matter of just simple reciprocity. Like, hey, I want to like sit. Somebody feels like they need to clear something as well. They want to clarify something with the Six of Cups upright. It's of something historical even. Let's clear it. For number three, there's something of a pattern energy. There's something that someone even wants to make clear. Like, they want to make sure someone didn't get the wrong, like, let's clear again. Hearing a car going off there, like a, kind of like an alarm. Somebody maybe wants to reach out to somebody. They want to represent something though. I'm hearing that as well. And it might be something, it's like an offer even with the Devil and the Hangman and the Eight of Swords. Like, it's something maybe that they feel they need to be like really aware of. They don't want to just write something random to this person is what I mean. Maybe that's just like, I'm hearing jewels, Hanged Man, Devil. Maybe they're even buying them a gift. If that's the case, they're doing a lot of research. Like, they want to make sure this person, like, you know, is receptive to this connection. I'm hearing that. Maybe to this object. Let's clear it. Not sure what that's like for everyone, but for a number of you, like, you're gonna have to look at this reading in your own way and really see how it resonates with you personally. Yeah, and if you're trying to get information for malefic purposes, that's not where the mall takes you. I'm hearing that, like, at least at this point in time. Like, at this time, I'm hearing it like this. Like, this is not the take-home message. So maybe this is even something you want to make clear with someone. Maybe you feel, and this could be yourself, you with you, but I'm saying this is you with another. It's like, I want to make sure that, like, we don't have the wrong idea here. I'm hearing that. Maybe somebody was kind of, like, interrupting someone's message, and they just don't want that to be taken in any other way. It's like, we don't need to work, you know, the scripture. I'm hearing that. One second. So maybe something got kind of like out of hand or complicated, or someone feels like that could be the case with the Hangman and the Devil. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to go to their door and like literally confront them and ask them that, but I don't want it to turn into something that is avoided. And then it starts, like, it continues to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and maybe someone wants to kind of just save the Salem Salem witch trial story. I don't know what, maybe somebody feels like something was not fair. They want to really represent something like, and clearly, like directly, like they want to represent it. I'm hearing that yet again. I'm seeing 4 right there. For number with the 5 Pentacles, this comes down to timing as well. Maybe negotiation with the Hierophant reverse, but it really is also though a matter of like, what do I tell myself first, right? Like if I were to present, one second. For a number, this is a negotiation. Maybe someone feels like they're not going to trust them even. I don't know what that's about. Maybe there is a reputation here. Maybe several with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse coming in, you know, with the Devil leading you out. Like, for a number of you, somebody feels they need to even heal something, you know. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, mirroring the Hangman upright. This is something emotional. And they could be talking to, I'm seeing somebody has an ear piercing. They're talking to someone here, okay? I'm hearing tomb. Take it as you will. Like, there is a conversation. I'm hearing that maybe they feel this gets complicated, okay? The minute that we wish we saw them in the park rather than the pool, it's just very telling. Wow, it's raining so hard right now. Taurus, like for a number of you, this is something that you're creating. I'm hearing also with someone, and it's like we have to be opening the conversation at the same time here as well. But somebody's nervous, but this is reflecting in their relationship. It's reflected. It's the reflection of their relationship with their higher self. So if somebody does like paranoid even like about opening a certain kind of conversation, it's like make it very clear, you know, why they don't want to meet with you. I don't know what that's about. Maybe someone's like, hey, why haven't you moved on? They're kind of paranoid. It's like, I don't want them to be questioning like that. Okay, maybe someone feels like something comes off in a certain way. It's like, I don't want them to like see it like that. I'm hearing that. It's not that I haven't moved on. I'm hearing that with the Devil upright and the Hangman. Maybe somebody wants to come out with their past in some kind of way and just kind of make something clear. Like, it's not like I'm moving on, but like with you. What? Maybe someone feels like, hey, like, I feel like you're writing about me. I'm hearing your stories. Let's clear it. I'm hearing the frogs are croaking. The leaves are growing green. Somebody even like write someone a poem. It's like, we need to just be super clear here. Like, I'm hearing, I don't know what to call that. I don't know what to call it. Like, someone is confused. Maybe they feel like they don't know where they stand in the museum of like all these pieces of the puzzle. It's like, I'm saying a museum with puzzle pieces. Yeah, this is challenging for someone with the Devil. It's something, it's like they want to avoid it, but then they know like that there's like it's not going to be possible. They cannot like fully avoid whatever this is, as they feel it. And remember, this is not my personal opinion. I'm just channeling here, right? So you got to see it in that way with the Devil upright. Let's clear it. It comes down to, and this will be just something different for everyone. In other words, like how many people are watching? I cannot come here and be like, oh, I'm pointing to you and this is your story. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking to somebody here, like one person. So let's just like be really clear on that as well. And this is something that can manifest in different ways over time. Like, let's say, you know, so many times it's been that I'm doing the reading and I feel like, oh my God, maybe this is so-and-so, right? If I'm intellectually, logically trying to understand it, which usually interrupts the process. But anyways, of understanding that moment. Okay. But anyways, let's clear it. But not always, not necessarily, but you know, but in the sense of saying that the more open-minded we are, the better. I'm hearing hazel eyes. I'm hearing hazelnut. I'm hearing as well. Somebody's like ordering something. Anyways, it's like, you know, it's better when it comes to being able to fully embrace the experience. Like it's, yeah. And even, you know, the understanding of this experience, I mean, the understanding of the space, it's best to sort of just not have, you know, one eye open and the other closed, like strategically, like, you know, try to figure it out. I'm hearing as well, because it's very interesting. Like, you know, I'll do a reading, come back to it in that day, and the energy may manifest in a certain way, come back to it the next day, and energy manifests in a certain way, come back to it again, energy manifests in a certain way, over time, and it's all relevant, but it's in a pattern manner. So let's say, you know, you have a very literal manifestation of a certain frequency, even a day after you do a reading, that energy may come up again, even in a metaphorical way. Let's say 6 months down the line, 8 months down the line. It's all very interesting the way that energy moves cyclically. So for a number of the devil upright, like maybe you feel like, hey, like I can't get too hard on myself with this. Like for a number of you, maybe you feel like there's no point in really trying to define whether or not the move you're thinking of making in relation to this person is appropriate or is not. Maybe there's a religious side to this. You feel like you're not sure. I'm hearing maybe someone here is not wanting to have a certain physical experience here for whatever reason, and they don't maybe necessarily even know that. What? Feeling a little bit of like an earthquake here, take it as you will. Maybe they feel like this is the solution, but it's not. So what's that? There is a crux here with the devil upright. There is a I'm hearing magnitude. I'm hearing Timbuktu. I'm hearing as well. Timber. I'm hearing that devil upright. It's like it's many dimensions that are involved in this devil upright sort of storyline of, well, do I say it, or like, is it not right for me to say it? Like, or should she say it? You know, like for a number of you, it's about finding the harmony and the peace with the devil upright in an appropriate way. So otherwise it's gonna become complicated maybe. So maybe the crux is, hey, to this point I've been trying to figure it out in this like calculative, complicated way. I was just assuming and I'm treating it like it's complicated. But when it's really, really simple, I'm here with the hangman. I realize that I don't need to really, you know, when it's simple and I acknowledge it as simple. I acknowledge it as simple. I don't need to stand in my own way. I'm hearing about it. So it does come down maybe even to childhood core wounds with the Eight of Swords upright. I'm hearing family. Some of you trying to like maybe figure something out, to understand more deeply. Yeah, it does come down to even self-perception and confidence when it comes to what it is that you feel you would like to call out personally, even in front of a community or amidst a community. I'm hearing even, you know, an audience, like even, you know, a worldwide audience, like this is something controversial possibly. You feel like it would go against possibly the standard or religion. I'm hearing that as well for like maybe you are in a family who is whatever, however it is, okay? That is something that maybe you feel like inherently this will bring up a lot of questions and a lot of issues. I'm saying 2144. So maybe I'm hearing brave with the devil upright. Like it does come down to what it is that you want. I'm hearing that again with the devil. But see, that's kind of tricky because the devil upright does speak of passion. It speaks of that Saturnian driving force, right? Where we say, well, I'm going to accomplish it. Or Saturn can be kind of ruthless, right? In a certain frequency manifestation of it, in a certain channeling of that frequency. But at its core, it is also so much about identifying. It's really about identifying the passion point. Okay, Saturn, in other words, doesn't necessarily have to be ruthless. Okay, it is a matter of what we bring to the table when we discuss that passion. I'm hearing that. Interesting. So like, are we trying to pursue what we want by maneuvering around the discussion? Like, are you even honest with what you really want? I'm hearing that. Or are you feeling maybe for a number of you triggered or sad? I'm hearing that as well, even with the devil upright. Like, is it for a number of you questioning, like, is this even worth it to think about this to this degree? I'm hearing that to such an extent with the devil upright. Is this something that will even, make sense? Maybe some of you are you feel like there's a process to this circumstance. Thank you for tuning in. Love and light to Taurus. And there might be something you want to further research by, always take it as you will. It's a matter of your own personal perspective.